I mean, now, do you guys have any news on like when we're going to see basketball again? I mean, you have no idea right now?
You know, it's so hard to tell how the more information we get about the virus, and you know, the more information we get about how. I mean, it's interesting to see how different countries are handling the situation, and you know, I think it's not safe right now to gather in a large
People
crowd, you
together.
know, and the tricky stuff is like it's a virus, so like whenever you feel like it's gonna be everything is fine, everything is gone, that's when it can get
Let's
really
come back.
bad if people start gathering in large groups, and all of a sudden you have one person that you know that have it
Affect
and pass it
everybody.
on to a bunch of people, and it goes really fast. So that's
I
the
mean,
trick.
what it said, like they said, the warm weather kind of, it doesn't hang around the warm weather. So is a possibility maybe like July or late June, we might see basketball. Even if, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to go a whole year without an NBA Finals.
I don't know. I mean,
You know what?
I
I
know
can't say that because
it's
they canceled college basketball, they canceled XFL, they canceled a lot, everything that was happening. You know, they canceled school for heaven's sake. They canceled graduation. You know, a prom is what a high school kid look forward to. Prom is canceled. So I mean, but I mean, obviously they don't care much about because I mean, college basketball brings so much money and they shut it down. So I mean, is it
every
possible
business. I mean, pretty much beside the only few ones, every business is gonna be badly hurt
affected?
by this, and you know, and it's at some point it's like, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, the NBA brings in a lot of money and it's a large business, but you can't afford to, you know, bring it back too early or just risk thousands and thousands of people's lives, you know,
Yeah.
just for entertainment and money at one point.
Right. That's so true.
You know,
And
it's
that's the great thing about this world and especially America, how they really care more about lives than money. Because think about it, imagine it, if with every country would have did something like this. I mean, look, if this country brings
every country
billions.
did every
Oh,
so
they eventually did. You think they follow America's lead?
no, they did
You
it
think,
first. So
huh?
the soccer league, the Italian soccer league was they shut it down before
Before you
the
guys
NBA,
stop playing.
either a few days before or a day before.
Okay.
And I think, you know, the Adam Silver did a great job taking the league for all the American league, sports league. Once the NBA did it, the NHL, the NFL followed the lead, and it was, you know, it was a big, I think, a big move by the NBA.
I mean, do you have an idea when you think this whole thing would be? That I mean, let's just forget sports. That's very not even not important right now. As far as people getting their life back together, you know, me personally, I am a stand-up comedian. Meaning, I go on the road, I sit between 500 to 10,000 people, and I do it, and that's how I get paid.
Yeah,
You know, you performing from thousands of people. You know, 3 times a week, whatever. Those days is going to be very maybe even to say okay everybody go back to work, but anything that involves gathering a bunch of people together is going to be very hard for people to feel comfortable enough to sit next to anybody that they don't know, right? You agree?
I agree, man.
Or
It's
I
that's
mean, do
why
you
it was
think because
so crucial, and that's why 1 or 2 days, I think, was really crucial. The difference between, uh, you know, because there's probably what in 2 days it's probably 20, it could be 20, 25 NBA games, and it's like 100,000 people when you think about it. And you know, it's the difference between all those people having the chance to catch it, and you know, all those people staying home instead. For the hospitals, the healthcare, especially like the fact that now I feel like the hospitals are getting more and more prepared. But when it happened, no one was
right they weren't
prepared.
prepared.
And if you had a wave, if every city had like, let's say like 50% more people in critical conditions, it would have been a disaster. And thankfully, you know, hopefully it won't be a disaster, and you know we're gonna be able to go through this.
All right, you didn't go to the hospital, which was good. You stayed home and got better on your own,
I
you
only
know,
went
because
to
at the end of the
hospital
day,
in
what's the
October.
purpose of going to the hospital if I mean, I guess those who go are those who are more in critical condition.
Yeah, so there's different case, and I believe a lot of people had it better than I did. A lot of people had it and probably didn't even know that they had it, but they could pass it on to anyone, to their parents, to their friends, to their teammates, and that's like I said, it's pretty tricky. That's why like the stigma of the coronavirus and all that is really dumb because anyone can have it, and then some people that probably made fun of people that had it or criticized people that had it probably had it without even knowing. So that's why it's tricky, and it's key for the people to stay disciplined and try to stay home and try to.
I guess the goal of staying home is the more we are home, the less we go out there, contract it, and transfer it. So let's say they let us out like June, whatever, June. I'm saying they're gonna let us out in June because by then they should have enough supplies that people have to go to the hospital, they could be treated. Is that like? I mean, I'm assuming that's why.
It's so many questions that we don't
know the answers.
No, because I mean they're working on different cures right now, and if they're able to find an efficient cure, hopefully we can go through this even quicker. If we don't, it's even if we go back to normal life in June, I believe that we're still gonna have to take some measures when we just don't gather in like very, very large crowds and like we don't ruin, because it will basically ruin all the efforts that's been done the months before by staying home, and all of a sudden, boom, you go in a large crowd, you celebrate. That's not how it works. It's about taking some smart measures.
Okay, and I understand. So the goal is to like anything with a lot of crowd is not going to work, but I still think we will play back. And I know LeBron said at one point he doesn't want to play basketball if there was no audience. But I think you guys might have to play without an audience because at the end of the day, we are home, bored as hell. I think if the players are healthy, the coaches are healthy, the staff is everybody is tested before they enter a building. If they're all tested negative, maybe immediate family that are all tested, they could probably have a playoff game without a normal audience.
I think we
have you guys entertained that at all, or you don't know?
We don't know. I mean, we just don't know for now. It's kind of like a wait and see how things goes. But the thing is like if you're gonna have to, because even without the crowd, we still have the players on the court, and if one of the players has it, it could pass it on to other players.
Well, I know, but I'm saying they have to be tested. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So, but we got to find a way to test people almost before every game.
Yeah, that's true.
And the things that like we don't have. I mean, there's different companies that do different tests, and but it's hard to test. It's hard to know if they are precise and efficient. But if we find a way to test people and get the results in a few minutes, or like let's say in an hour, and we can test all the guys before every game, and make sure that no one has it. And of course, it'd be great to play, and I think a lot of people will watch it too.
Yeah. Okay. Have you? So the league has not talked about it.
Someone just said you look like a well done steak.
A well done steak? Is it a woman or a man?
I just wanted to pass on the message.
So are you talking to me or are you reading? Why you cannot read the haters? These are haters that are talking to me. A well done steak. What kind of steak is it? Is it lamb? Is it beef? What am I? A hot dog? What